Hello, Taurus. So before we begin your reading, I have two cards for you, one from Lay Vampire and one from Chakra Wisdom. And what you pulled here is a little upsetting. So from Lay Vampire, you pulled Nightmare, Psychic Protection, Shield, and Bad Dreams. This card actually speaks about how restful sleep is now going to be returned to you, that you will have protection. But you know, when you look at nightmare, it means that you were going through a rough time and like living almost a nocturnal state. Like, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Nine of Swords, where, you know, at night is when we let our minds run amok with us. And I wonder, you know, here looking at this, especially with isolation from Chakra Wisdom, if something isn't really affecting you right now and affecting your sleep patterns. But again, nightmare is coming to you saying that you are going to have that restful sleep returned and that you will have protection during the night. Now, when you look at isolation, this card says, and it literally says this, that do not wait for the right time to live your life. You are on the verge of something big, but if you don't participate, it could pass you by. And, you know, I worry here if maybe you're not holding yourself back because of some mental blocks. Now, Taurus for sure is stubborn. Damn it, we're not going to do something if we don't want to do it. And, you know, even with it being my rising sign, oh, I know that feeling. But here I worry a little bit that maybe something mentally is holding you back. And then isolation is also saying that this is a time for self-protection. So, you know, there may be something going on too where you feel like you need to protect yourself. But I feel like, you know, you might be missing out on something really great here if you continue to keep yourself isolated. Okay, Taurus, here's the energy coming through. Very nice, very nice. The Ace of Wands. So the aces are always something good coming through. This is a good opportunity coming through to you. But when you look at the wands, this is about our passions. These are the things that light our souls up. When you see the Ace of Wands, this is about taking the action to go after the things that you have passion for. So, you know, you have this opportunity that's coming through right now, but, you know, with what you pulled in the oracles here, I worry. Because especially with isolation, you know, it also speaks about feeling like you're not ready to take action. And, you know, that's so opposite from that ace. It's like, yes, here's this opportunity. But you have to work for it. You have to go after it. And in the past, so that's good to see. The Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is all about celebrating. But more importantly for me, when I see this, I see people surrounding you that actually care about you and love you and support you. This isn't just, you know, some celebration. This is celebrating with the people that you love. And, you know, seeing that come through is fantastic, especially with that ace sitting there. So, you know, I'm hoping that isolation is just a warning to you right now that, you know, you can't sit there with that feeling of never being ready to go after something new. You just have to go and do it. And then again, with nightmare, it's saying that you're going to have that protection. You're going to have those nights of restful sleep return to you. Oh, in the present, the moon, you know, and I was just looking at this card not that long ago, and I was looking at the reason why it was connected with Pisces. The moon is all about confusion blocking your intuition. And, you know, when you see these two here, you know, it's like with that Three of Cups on top, you know, I worry that maybe there's a group of people around you that have you confused about this opportunity that's coming through. But when you look at the moon and nightmare, I mean, it's like perfect together, you know. It's always at night. It's always at night when we let our minds run amok with us. And in the moon, you know, this could be getting caught up in illusions too, chasing illusions. So, you know, here, I always say, pay attention to what your intuition is telling you. And then, you know, with that protection from nightmare, I feel like here you need to pay attention to what your dreams are telling you too. I mean, if you're stuck in a position right now where it seems like all you're having is nightmares, you have to remember that you have the control, even in dream state, to stop those things from happening. And I feel like maybe here there's a need to face your fears. Future conditions, look at that, beautiful. So I feel like this confusion definitely clears up, because when you look at that Ace of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles, yeah, not only are you having this opportunity coming through, but when you start taking the action to go after it, it's going to create wealth in your life. The Ten of Pentacles, now the tens are the end of the journey. And this is funny because you're not the only ones to pull this in this position. When you look at this card, it reminds me of like getting an inheritance, like, you know, an older couple saying, here, you know, go do something with this now, create something, you know. But this again is like financial wealth, absolute financial wealth, but looking to the future to see what you can do now with what you have. So whatever's going on here is going to create abundance in your life and security, more importantly. And Taurus, yeah, we like to enjoy the things that we have, for sure, for sure. And that 10 is perfect. Oh, the best path to follow. Now it starts to become clear. So the moon and nightmare are a perfect connection. And now I understand why isolation may be there. Justice. Justice is all about making amends for the past. This is about making amends for your wrongs. And then also, the wrongs that may have been done to you will be corrected as well. There will be balance. And seeing that as your best path to follow, it's saying that, yeah, you need to make amends for whatever wrongs may have been done. And, you know, don't isolate yourself. If you feel like there are issues that need to be corrected, you know, don't ignore that, you know, and don't feel like you're not ready to take that action to do that. Because again, with justice being the best path to follow, yeah, you need to create that balance back in your life. Make amends for the things that went wrong. You know, shit happens. We all make mistakes. But you can't dwell in that. And that's kind of what I feel like looking at this, especially with Nightmare and the Moon. But yes, justice, definitely. And know here too that, you know, whatever wrongs were done to you will be corrected as well. Very nice. Very, very nice. I love it. Strength in your environment. This is perfect because it's saying that you will have that inner strength to do what you need to do to go after this opportunity here. You know, and look at it this way. I mean, looking at it this way, to me, it's like this past feeling of celebration is like coming through again. Because here's this opportunity. And again, with the wands, it's about our passions. And here is strength. I love it. So whatever is going on here that you feel like needs to be corrected to clear up this confusion that's blocking you and to not be stuck in that nightmare state anymore, you know, the feeling is like hitting me so hard here. It's like something happened where I feel like maybe some of us have made a mistake. You know, that there was a mistake made. And there's a need to correct it and to be okay with it. But strength is saying yes. You're going to have the inner strength to do that. And then you have this feeling of celebrating, and here you're going after your passions and strength is behind you. And it's good to see this coming through, because it's saying that no matter what's going on here and with nightmare and isolation, it'll be okay. You know, I mean, there's two ways to look at it. With the Three of Cups and the Moon, it could suggest a group of people that may be causing some confusion. Now, on the other hand, this could suggest a support group coming through. But I definitely feel like there's a need to correct some issues here, for sure. But regardless, these three, it's beautiful. You have the strength to do this, to follow your passion and this opportunity that's coming through to you. And it's going to create security and abundance in your life. Your hopes and your fears. I like the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is all about being open to giving and receiving. And what I love the most about this is that by giving, we are receiving. We understand that we receive as well. And when you have that openness, it leaves room for possibilities to take root, to create new things in your life. So stay open. Now, with the Six of Pentacles, this doesn't necessarily have to mean giving and receiving monetary wealth. I mean, this could be information and a shoulder to cry on, you know. But the importance is that you need to stay open, especially to receiving this opportunity coming through. Even if you've made a mistake in your past, it will be corrected. And again, nightmare is saying that you're going to have that protection. Don't isolate yourself. Do what you need to do to correct whatever issues are going on here. And remember that you have the inner strength to do it. And I feel like if you're in this period of having bad dreams, there's going to be a turnaround there. And I feel like you're facing your fears. Very nice. Very, very nice. The outcome. The Two of Wands. The Two of Wands goes back to the Magician. Now, the Magician is connected with the Aces, but we can sit and think about doing something great with our lives all we want. But if we don't take action, it may never manifest in our lives. The Two of Wands is where the action starts to take place. So even though there may be this feeling of isolation, it's like you bounce right back out of it. Because this is about not feeling ready to take action. And here you're like, no, I'm going to do it now. Now I'm going to take the action that I need to take to go after this opportunity here. You realize that you have the inner strength to deal with whatever may be going on here. Because I really feel like these three are connected. It's like something in the past is creating this like nightmare feeling for you. And it's affecting your sleep. And with the moon showing up, yeah, but you know, again, with nightmare, it's psychic protection. It's like through your dreams, you're going to be able to face your fears. And it's funny because they say that that's the best way to deal with things in life is when you can learn to face your fears and your nightmares. You can apply it to your day-to-day life and take control of those situations that bring fear. So I like seeing this. I like seeing this because no matter what is going on, you have the strength to deal with it. You're going to be able to face your fears here. Whatever was done in the past is going to be corrected. And you still have this beautiful opportunity coming through. And where before there was like this feeling of not taking action through isolation, now it's like, no, I need to do something here. I need to do something. And looking at it this way, yes. Beautiful. So whatever hardships you may have going on right now, they're going to be corrected. You're going to have abundance in your life. And you're definitely taking the action that's needed to go after this opportunity here. And again, with that 3, it may be a support group coming through, especially with that 6. I feel like it's support. Beautiful reading. Even though there may be some hardships, you guys pull out of it very nicely. So definitely I feel like there's a couple of different things going on here. First, I feel like with the 3 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles coming through, that this to me suggests support, a support system that may be coming through to you right now. Because I feel like there's definitely some difficulties going on. And it's like there's a need to make amends for past mistakes and finding that balance back in your life so that you don't have this nightmare experience anymore that's causing this confusion. And then when you look at these 2, you know, I've read so many times before when it comes to dreams. I actually have a dream on a book on nightmares and dreams. It talks about being able to face your fears and your nightmares and applying it to your day-to-day life. And when you look at support coming through, not only do you have the psychic protection through nightmare, but when you look at strength in your environment, anytime I see a major with the infinity sign, to me that's like guidance, divine guidance coming through, divine assistance. And I love seeing this in your environment. It's saying that you will have that inner strength to deal with whatever is going on. So again, with nightmare, remember that if you're having that nocturnal lifestyle right now, you're having difficulty sleeping, you may be caught up with memories of past mistakes. I feel like you're going to have a breakthrough here, and you're going to be able to find that balance back in your life and to correct whatever issues may have been made. Now, when it comes to isolation, when this card speaks about making excuses for never being ready to take action, it's also telling you not to wait to live your life, to go after the things that you want, not to hesitate on that or make excuses of why you can't do it, because you have a beautiful opportunity coming through to go after what it is that lights your soul up. That's what I love about the Wands, because it's about our passion. It's about what sets us on fire and the things that we really want and we really want to go after. But you pull out of this so beautifully, because with isolation, it's like, no, we're not doing anything. And here, yeah, you are doing something. You're taking some action here. And then not only that, but when you start to do that, it's going to create this wealth in your life and this abundance and this feeling of looking forward to see what else you can do. I love it. I love the way that the reading tied in with itself, but I still feel like there are some issues to deal with here. Make amends for whatever mistakes you may have made, and know that whatever was done to you will be corrected. There will be balance. And remember here, you're going to have that protection. You'll have those restful nights of sleep return to you, and there will be no more nightmare stage, and definitely no more confusion. I feel like through your dreams you will be able to face your fears, and you're going to be able to create something really great in your life.